Hello everyone, Dusty Unicorn here. How are you all doing today? Sorry for the noise, just opening things. Anyhow, today I thought that I would work on some boho beads. So this is how I start them out. So basically I have taken, this is 2 inches. 2 inches by, usually 5. 2 inches by 5 inches. This one is 1.5. So I'll show you what I do with this one, just to show you. So here, these are 2 by 5. And I just take magazine paper that I'm not going to use for anything else. And what I do is I have these skewers. You can use toothpicks as well, but I use the skewers because they're a bit longer. And what I do is I kind of curl the edge a bit. Sorry if you didn't see that. So I curl the edge a bit. It's easier. And then I take it and I wrap it around and use my fingers to tuck it under. And then I just roll. And yeah, it's going crooked, as you can see. Then I take it off. And I press and pull. There we go. Press and pull. So press the ends and pull. And then I just keep rolling and occasionally go back to pressing and pulling. There we are. And then I use this glue. It's the Art Glitter glue, and the Art Glitter glue. And I usually will do a decent amount on here. I don't care if it goes over top or not. So yeah, but I make sure that I get close to this edge. So yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Okay. And then I just press as I'm putting it on, and then like I said, if the glue gets on the outside, no big deal, it dries clear. Even if it was tacky, it wouldn't matter. You're going to cover this up. And there you go. And there's your little hole there for the wire. All right, let's put this in here. I lose my pins all the time, so yeah. All right, so these are my 2-inch ones. I haven't done these in a while. Sorry for the bag here, but I thought it'd be better than just looking at my white desk. I haven't brought my mat down yet, so yeah. So I have the Fabri-Tac here, Beacon Fabri-Tac here, and I'm going to use that. So what I have is a bunch of fabric here. I have some this fabric, I have car fabric, I have pink fabric, I have this fancy fabric, I have this yellow and this pink, I have this, I bought a whole bunch of it, but I love it, it's just gorgeous. Come on, show it. It's upside down, but isn't it gorgeous? Like, it's just beautiful. I have some of that, I have some of this shiny stuff. It's actually purple, it's not showing up. And then I have some yarn, some fuzzy yarn, and some other yarn. And then the other night I was sitting there and I have this really thin wire, so I put a bunch of beads on it. Just, you know, ahead of time so that I could try that out too, because I haven't really done the beads wrapped around the things yet. All right, so let's get started. I have my other wire, which is attached to this wire, unfortunately, because it's in a thing here. There we go. So I have this wire. I'm not sure what gauge it is. I truly apologize. So anyway, it's a thicker gauge than obviously this one. And I'm not going to worry about my kinks or anything, but I want to have it, I like to make mine a bit longer, so we'll say it's about, here to here is 12, so we'll say it's about 5 inches. And we will cut that. Now I can't find all my tools, but that's okay. All right, and I dropped that one, so let's get a new one. Jeez. You know, trying to make a video, and what happens? Everything that could possibly happen. Now, of course, I want it bigger, because when we make the loop here, which we'll do right now, So this isn't the one I would use, but I've learned that you do like that, and then you take it right there and you flip it so that, okay, so it looks like that. Okay, because it's easier to make the top that way and to wrap the wire around. Excuse me. Thank you. All right, so let's wrap that wire. So this would be the bottom. I'm weird when I do things. I probably don't do things the way the beaters do, but that's me. Everybody does things different, and that is okay. All right, so here we go. That's enough, so we're going to cut this little bit off, and then I'll squeeze it down so it's not stabbing anybody. Okay, so here's the bottom, and I know it's not perfect, but it's mine. All right. And I'm just squeezing it down so it's not. I actually just squeezed it up because I'm good like that. Yes, I have a sense of humor sometimes. Not right now though, because you're not going down, you little bugger. All right. Okay. So what I do is now I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to try and remember where I put it because I constantly lose things. You haven't seen the rest of my desk. Okay, let's work on one of these. All right, so the first thing I want to do is cover it. Now, I don't know. I think we'll start with some Fabri-Tac. Stay. And I'm going to try my yarn here for a bit, and then we can also put some, yeah, let's just have fun with it. I mean, nobody says it has to be a certain way, did they? No, not in my world. Nothing has to be perfect. Nothing has to be the way everybody else wants it. It's what I want. It's my creativity, and holding it that way is not going to work. Okay, so I put a little line, and now I'm just wrapping. And I'm wrapping. And I'm wrapping. It's looking like a little caterpillar. Just a little caterpillar. All right. I'm going to put a bit more glue on here. There we go. Now, so this is one way to use your fuzzy yarns. All right, I'm going to put a little bit more right here, and that's going to be my end right there. And we're going to cut that with scissors that I know I have on my desk, but I have no idea where they are. Gosh almighty. That's okay, we have more. All right. So you can see I have the ends not done, but that's okay. All right, so what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to take these little beads that I've made, and I am going to, I have done a little thing on the end here, a little like loop, as you can see. So I'm just going to grip this and hope it doesn't want to keep turning in my hand, and just wrap this around a couple times. That was more than a couple, I lied. Couple, you know, implies two, but I did it about 4 times. All right, okay. So what I want to do with that is I want to tuck it in here, okay? Tuck it somewhere that it can go in, like that. So I'm going to put a dab of this glue. I love this glue. I love this glue and the Beacon 3-in-1 because it's so sticky. All right, so I'm taking it and I'm sliding it in here underneath best I can, holding it right? I'm holding it, holding it, holding it. And now I want to wrap this, I'm just going to wrap it around the edge here, okay? And then I'm just going to wrap it around the body, just willy-nilly. And wrap it around here. Wrapping it again. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to wrap it again. I'm going to glue it here. So I will undo the, I just had a different idea of what I wanted to do. So I'm just going to glue this here so that they're glued on. Oh, you fell out. It broke. Okay, we don't need that there then. Wow. This wire is definitely very, very thin. Okay, well, as long as we get this glued, we're okay, because then that won't go anywhere. This is lovely. Okay, so you see I'm doing this live. I'm not live, and I'm not going to edit this out, because you know what? I still don't know how to edit, so hey. Okay, so let's glue this. See, I'm not a pro. I'm going to take some more ribbon. Yes, it's always good to cover up mistakes. There's always so much you can do. All right. All right. So that's in there. So there's that. Now, what I want to do is take that piece, and I can always work on this some more too. I'm actually going to put this, I'm not going to put that on right away. I'm going to go over here to my little box of goodies, and don't lift it by there. And since this is a purple, here we're going to add some purple goodies to it. Here. All right, I have some little beads here, so I'm going to add them in there. As soon as I find the hole, there we go. There we are. I'll add a couple of those on. Now, and now I want something in between. Now I have these wonderful things here that they come out. I was actually playing in my beads yesterday. Okay, let's put a couple of these on, if I can get them through here. Some will go through, some won't. And some don't like my kinks in my thing here. Yeah, some do not want to go through. There we go. Let's see if we can try the other one. Trying to find that little tiny thing there. Okay. All right. And we'll do a couple more of these. All right, and now I'm going to take one of these. I have one here that has a couple of these things that hug the thing there. So we're going to put one of those on. Well, maybe not. All right, there we go. And we'll put this in. There we are. See, it's hugging the bottom. Okay, now I don't like it because of the green. I don't like the purple. Sorry. Okay. Then there's me who just doesn't like that because it's the green. So now I'm like, well, now I want green. Where are my greens? Are they at the bottom? Do I have green at the bottom? No. Oh, I don't like messy now. Okay, well, let's put a couple green beads on there then. Oh, please go through. Okay, is that the hole? That's the hole. Okay. Okay, here we go. We got a couple of green ones. All right. And then, should we just do a big white one? Yeah, let's do a big white one. There we go. All right, then we'll put the spacer on, or the, what is it called? I'm sorry, can't remember. There we go. See, and there's the bottom so far. That's better. I like that better. It was the green in these tiny beads that was really bothering me. So let's put a couple more of these green ones on. Actually, I guess we should get a big white one and another spacer, and then we'll put a couple more of these green ones on, and then we'll tie it up. It's not a spacer. Why do I keep calling it a spacer? Because that's what I'm calling it for now. That's my word for it. Deal. All right, another one of these. All right. These are spacers. These are little spacers. Yes. Well, that's what I call those. All right, here we go. One. So, as I'm making such a fussy mess here, please like and subscribe. Share if you like my content. If you think others would like it as well. All right. So, I'm going to do this again. We're going to here, and then I'm going to do it here. All right. And I'm going to stick this right here. And this is the part I hate the most, to be honest. It is the part I hate the most, and that's winding this down so that nothing moves. Like, you don't, it can move, but you don't want it to slide up and down on the wire, and I just keep making that funky. So yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not a great wrapper, but you know, I try my best, and that's all you can do. And I just made a mess, but that's okay. You didn't make a mess at all. We're doing great. We're doing great. All right, I did, see? Twisted. It's all right. And again, I'm going to stop farting around with this and snip that off, and then I will squeeze this in. There we go. Anyway, if you know beading, you know how to do this better than me. But here, I made a little bead, boho bead, right in here with my little beads. And then what I'll do is I like to add little charms. Sorry, my fingers are so icky right now. Add little charms, and yeah, I can add little chains. I have a bunch here, and I have lots more as well. These ones I actually got the secondhand store in a whole bundle. So yeah, so there's like these little chains, and then there's like the bigger chains to add. So yeah, have even more danglies. So let's do one more, and we'll try something different. Let me just put these away. Otherwise, they will stay on my desk and I will lose them. I don't know how long I've been on now. Oh, not too long. That's pretty good. All right, let's try it with fabric. So here we go. We're going to do another one. That's not the one we want. We want this one. This one here. I'll just cut it. All right. Now, a way to do this with the fabric is we'll cut up some fabric here. Scissors, fabric. I'm going to measure the fabric out, but I'm going to measure it out bigger. All right. I have a friend, Crafts from the Dungeon. She actually wraps like this other stuff. Look how dirty my fingers get with. This is me. She actually wraps this stuff around. Anyway, I'm going to pull this out a bit because seriously, there we go. All right, so I'm going to start here and I'm going to wrap it and I'm going to over wrap it. I don't mind over wrapping it as long as I wrap it and then I know where the hole is. All right, so I'm going to start here. And I'm just going to stick her in there. And I'm going to wrap. I'm wrapping pretty tight. Pretty happy with that. All right, a little bit more of this. Lightly. All right. Now, I can always take my scissors and cut, because you know where the end is. There we go, and there's our ends. You can see it. All right, let's wrap with some, I want to wrap it with this actually. So what I'm going to do this time, okay, there is an end, see? I'm actually going to stick this through first, so before I do that, let's, if you have those long circular ones, this works 10 times better, but for some reason I cannot find them at this moment, so I go with what I got. All right, we're just going to wrap that after I hold this tight so it doesn't go anywhere. Some people, I watch them wrap and I'm so flabbergasted by how beautiful it is. All right, we'll cut that off. We were going to go out to a fair today. We have our annual fair here, but we opted not to. So now I'm going to change this one up. This is just going to be, actually I'm going to put a little tiny thing there. What color? We should go pinker. Let's go with a pinky bead. There we go, one. And then let's put a thing on there. One of these. You don't have to do this. I'm only doing it because of the ends. And there we go, we're putting that in right now. Okay, no, I don't even need it. The reason I'm doing this is because there we are. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to glue right in there. So I'm going to glue in the hole here, and I'll show you why. All right. Then we're going to take the end of this when we find it again. There it is. And we're just going to stick that in there to where we glued. And this is why I'm so messy. Very hands-on, and I can't get it in there, of course not. Why would you go in there for me? Okay. And I'm going to pull it all down. This is the way I do things. I know it's harder for me, probably, than most people, but this is the way I do it. All right, and we're going to wrap this with this. So, yeah. And I'm just going to wrap it. I'm just going to have fun with it. Hey, what are you doing getting entangled in my beads? Thank you. Or in my thing there. All right, so we're going to the other end. And thread works too. So now it's wrapped. It's got a little, this did not stick, but that's okay. We'll fix it. Now I'm going to cut this and hold her tight and then glue that in here. Grab another pink bead. And there's my phone ringing and it's over there. Please excuse me. I'm not going anywhere. It can just ring. I will grab it later. I apologize. And there we have that. And now we are going to oh, it didn't ring that long. Yay! Sometimes it rings and rings and rings. I one time had a ring for my daughter and my kids, and it was, "What does the fox say?" Then when I knew it was ringing for, wow, when it was ringing for them, then I knew it was them, and I knew, oh, I don't want to answer it. But now I have that ring for everybody. Okay, so it broke on me, so what I'm doing is I am trying to squeeze these together. There we go, and it makes a tiny little, it's not going to come out, right? So, yeah. All right, so this one here we're going to glue again. We're going to glue it. I think I'm just going to lightly put a tad right here, just really lightly. Yeah, and then it'll just glue there, and I'll just cut the rest off. Yeah. So this is not exactly always the way I make my boho beads. I actually do use a bit thicker than this, but this one's okay, but I'm very heavy-handed with things. When I'm inking things, it's really dark. When I'm not inking things, yeah. But here's another one that I did. You know, it's funny because when I do these things, in my head, I see how it's going to turn out, and it is amazing. Like, you know, professional style and everything. And then when I do them, I'm like, yeah, that didn't turn out the way I want it. I don't know if any of you are like that as well. I'm sure you guys, you know. But I'm telling you, it's your art, it's your craft, and you know what? Make it yours. Make it fun. Make it, you know, have a good time with it. Don't try not to worry about what others think, because I am so bad with that. I am always worried about what everybody's going to think about what I do and how good it is. So yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to show you all what I do and, you know, have fun with it. I haven't been editing my videos and stuff like that. I haven't been taking the time, and I truly apologize. I will learn how to make everything fancy and everything in time. But, you know, I just, yeah, in time. But, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe if you did, and share it as well. I hope you all take care. Have a great day. Bye.